Hello amigos, RadiShineAmigo here. Now, this place was probably not the place that you expected me to start the video with, seeing as last part we were at the Pokemon League. However, there's a special reason why we're at the Pokemon Tower. Now, as mentioned previously, the Pokemon Tower is essentially a place that Pokemon go when they die. So why are we here, you may ask? Well, I have a little story to go with that as well. So, before I got this Let's Play up and running, I had a couple of Pokemon games, of course, and this specific copy that I'm playing of Fire Red is a copy of Fire Red that I bought this year. I bought it at a convention. And there's a reason for that, because I did originally have a copy of Fire Red, and that copy was the copy that I used for my previous Let's Play, which is no longer available on the channel. I found out this year that that copy that I had was actually an illegitimate cartridge. As for those of you who don't know, people try to sell a lot of fake cartridges online, and at the time I bought it, which was a few years ago, I didn't realise that it was a fake cartridge. I just thought that was the way the game was, and it was US, it said on it as well, so I didn't really know the difference between what the US cartridge and the European one would be. But yeah, I found out when I tried connecting it to the GameCube Pokemon games. So I figured I'd buy an actual copy of Fire Red. So I bought that copy of Fire Red at a convention because I wanted to make sure it was a legit cartridge by looking at the sticker and everything myself, and also making sure it was European. That was the easiest way to know it was legit, because you don't get many cartridges that are fake that have the words UK on it. Usually they say USA. Now, from this knowledge, I also knew that I had a Pokemon Emerald cartridge, which was legitimate as well, based on testing that. Because I tested all my cartridges after I found out. And with that copy of Pokemon Emerald, it still lets me do everything, like trading to other Game Boy Advance cartridges. It still had that error when trying to connect to the GameCube games, but it still worked other than that. The Fire Red cartridge, on the other hand, isn't exactly like that. You see, something I like to do when I play these Pokemon games is trade over Pokemon. As you've seen in previous parts, I went over to Pokemon Leaf Green and traded some Pokemon from Fire Red there. Now I figured I'll show you on the map. So I went through... Where's the map's right at the top, isn't it? So I went all the way around here, battled every trainer I missed, and battled trainers that I didn't fight here. I went round here and here to fight all the trainers, and I finished off some of the trainers around here, and my Pokemon was still very underleveled. So I figured the best way to do that would be to put them on another cartridge, so then I could train them up against trainers I haven't fought on that cartridge. Just make things a bit quicker instead of fighting wild encounters. Well, in terms of doing that, it turns out I made the process even longer. So I traded over 4 of my Pokemon, and for some reason I chose to do it on that other Fire Red cartridge. 4 of my Pokemon are now gone because it was a fake cartridge. It wouldn't save the data of the Pokemon. So I traded them over, and then they literally all disappeared. And that's why we're here, because they're essentially dead now. I no longer have access to them. So you may be wondering, what am I going to do now? Well, there's a reason why I started a new Let's Play recently, and it's so I had a bit more time to prepare for this episode. I mean, I probably did a bit too much time to prepare, I could have done it a bit quicker, but I also have work and stuff as well. So, yeah. Anyway, these 4 Pokemon you see here, these are the new members of my team. I also have a Bulbasaur here, or sorry, that's an Ivysaur actually, because that was one of the Pokemon traded over from the Fire Red cartridge, and I figured I'd at least keep it just so I have it. But yeah, these guys are joining us, and there's something that I need to take care of before I go to the Elite Four. These Pokemon don't exactly have the greatest moves in the world. Some of them are pretty good. I have given most of them the moves that they need. However, because I evolved Pikachu into a Raichu early, he doesn't have like any good moves at all. I teached him the TM Brick Break. However, that ain't enough. Yeah, so I'm going to be heading around here. Yes, this is an area that I wanted to visit on later on in the game. However, there's some stuff that I need to get here before I enter the Elite Four. I ain't gonna growl at the Elite Four's Pokemon with a Raichu, you know? So we're at the power plant. We haven't actually been here before. We're not gonna fully explore it anyway. First I'm gonna check something. Okay, so I literally just used a repel, basically. Because I don't want to deal with these wild encounters right now. Now, if I do sound a little bit different for this episode, it's because literally when I found out that my Pokemon got bye-byed... Oh, that's just the wrong thing. Well, nice. Cool. Anyway, yeah, when I lost them, I was very sad, and I honestly didn't really know what to do at the time. TM25, that is what we are looking for. Thunder. I kind of would have preferred Thunderbolt, but in order to get that, we need to, there, you go to the game corner, and, yeah, you go to the game corner, and you basically have to get a certain amount of coins, and you trade it in for a TM. Figured I may also just use Protect as well. To be honest, I didn't really know what else to use. But yeah, I figured as Protectors here, I'll give Raichu the Protect as well. And the main thing he needed was the Thunder. Which... Again, if I had the Pikachu leveled up beforehand instead of evolving it, I would have, you know, had that straight away, but whatever. Anyway, we're gonna head over to the Indigo Plateau. However, it doesn't really matter. We're still gonna get through this, and we're still going to beat the Elite Four. We'll have to say our farewells to our other Pokemon, and we'll just have to continue on with our new friends. Now, of course, I'm going to be going over these Pokemon. There's a couple of things I'd just like to add to them. For starters, I'd like to use a PP up. I'm going to use this on Arcanine, just because Fire Blast doesn't have very much PP. Now, the other thing we need to use is where are you? Rare Candy. Now we're gonna use it on Morgana and Jenga, just so these little buddies are up to speed with the rest of our Pokemon. 5 left. Let's give the rest to Jenga, and should hopefully be good to go. Oh, he wants to learn Shadow Ball. I'll get rid of Shadow Punch. And give Sparky a Protect. And of course we're also going to give Sparky the Thunder. Get rid of that growl. As you can see, moves very bad. I don't know how well these Pokemon are going to do, but well, we'll pull through. It's the best we can do. Summary. So, if we go here, these are the moves for Sparky. We have Thunder Shock, Thunder, Brick Break, and Protect. Not the greatest set of moves in the world. I'd rather there not be Thunder Shock, but we'll have to live with that. Got Morgana. Morgana has Aerial Ace, Mean Look, Confuse Ray, and Bite. I believe Mean Look may have been a new move. It's been a while. Then Jenga, of course, we just taught him the Shadow Ball. Also has the Hypnosis, Nightshade, and Dream Eater. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as before, but obviously the Shadow Ball. Now Lapras, though. This is got Ice Beam, Surf, Rain Dance, and Perish Song. Perish Song's a pretty nice one. Pop that up there. So yeah, within 3 turns, the other Pokemon will faint. It also includes your Pokemon as well, unless either of them switch. Now, it did originally have Hydro Pump. However, I figured Surf would be better, not only because I can actually use it outside of battle, but also because of the fact that it has a higher accuracy. We got Mimian. Mimian is a Pokemon that we got from a trade. I've got Baton Pass. I figured, why not? It's got the Calm Mind and the Psychic, similar to my Alakazam. However, I thought I'd try and at least one-up the Alakazam by giving him the Baton Pass. Doesn't quite need those electric type moves now that we have the Raichu. And of course we also have the Light Screen as well. And Arcanine, our final Pokemon, has Bite, which is okay. Roar, okay. Fire Blast, which is pretty good. And Extreme Speed. Now, of course, I'm a little worried with the low amount of PP for the Fire Blast, but that's okay. Now, this episode was kind of a bit more of like an update episode, I suppose. Just keeping you up to speed on the Pokemon that I've got and the training that I did between the episodes. And yeah, there was one other thing I wanted to do actually. One thing I'd like to say though, so these 6 Pokemon are the Pokemon used for the Elite Four. However, one good thing about what happened is it's kind of changed my mind about how I want to do this Let's Play. I think what I want to do is, after I beat the Elite Four, have it so I always use these 2, if I can move the cursor, Morgana and Jenga, because they're the OG buddies. However, the others may change. I might rotate to have other Pokemon that we haven't actually used, just to add some spice into the variety of what we're using. I feel like that would be a good thing to do, seeing as now we have an excuse to do it, especially. One other thing I actually wanted to do, now that I remember, is we have black glasses. I'm going to give them to Morgana. Yes, that means he's going to evolve every time he levels up, but that's okay. At least we're increasing those dark type moves. Yo! Champ in the making! At the Pokemon League, you will face the Elite Four all in a row. If you lose, you have to start all over again. This is it. Go for it. And we will go for it. We will go for it next time in Pokemon Fire Red. So yeah. With that said, I'm going to see you guys in the next part of Pokemon Fire Red. We're going to take on the Elite Four, and we are going to beat this game. And then we're going to catch all the Pokemon. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.